Tiny house porches, are they worth it? Is it something you should integrate into your tiny house design? Stick around, we're going to talk about it. Hey there, it's Chris from Tiny Industrial. I'm a tiny house builder and a tiny house author of 2 books. Links in the description below. I'm starting this new video series where I'm going to be answering tiny house questions because, as a tiny house builder, I get a lot of them. So, first off, tiny house porches, are they worth it? Is it something you want? The short answer is yes, but let me elaborate a little bit more. So, my own personal tiny house is 150 square feet, and it's a 2-bedroom, and therefore a porch kind of cuts into that living space by roughly, I'm losing 16 square feet. That right there, I think, is the only con that I can think of. And I can think of at least 3 pros for having a tiny house porch. Number 1, a big upside of having a porch is it creates a sort of transitional area between the outside and the inside. When you live in a tiny house, you kind of have to incorporate the outdoors a little bit more into your life because the house is small. A porch is really great because, especially if you live in an environment like I do, my house is in upstate New York and it snows up there in the winter, it's cold, it rains in the summer, and to get up onto that porch is really beneficial because once you're there, you can start to like brush the snow off of yourself. You can maybe like take your muddy boots off out there before you actually enter the house, because quite frankly, once you enter the house, it's really kind of too late to do all that stuff. And once you enter the house, there is invariably not that much space to do those types of things. So the porch is a great place to do that. Secondly, the porch is also a great place to spend time where you can't like kind of enjoy the broader outdoors more. Why would that be? Well, it could be raining, it could be snowing. And the porch is a sheltered place where you can still be outside, breathe some fresh air, and not be exposed to having, rain down on your head. So I'd say that that's a very positive aspect of having a porch too. And then the third thing I can think of that's really beneficial about a porch, that it's a place where you can actually store some things, at least temporarily. I'm not advocating for hoarding here. So for example, when I get to the house, I have a cooler with me. I move those things from the cooler into the tiny house fridge. That cooler now needs to exit the house. I don't necessarily want to put it back in my car right away. I put it outside the door onto the porch. I got a bottle of wine that needs to be chilled down in the winter. I put it outside on the porch. And it becomes this area where you can keep stuff, hopefully briefly. So that's kind of the third reason. Maybe a fourth reason would be that porches kind of add a visual element to the house. If you envision my house, which I'm showing you pictures of here in this video, if you envision my house without that porch and you just have like kind of a flush in the back and you have the door right there, it just wouldn't look as good. I don't think it would. So it adds a visual element to the house that I think is really nice. Is that a good enough reason to have a porch? Probably not, but it's yet another positive aspect of having a porch. So there you go. Porches, in my view, a good thing to have. I'd say it's a positive. I'd say it's something that you probably want to integrate, but have some exterior space that has a roof over it. Whether you want to call it a porch, whether you want to call it a, I don't know what, entranceway, call it whatever you want, but have it. It's a plus. If this has been helpful to you, great. I will be producing more content like this. If you want to hit the like button, that'd be much appreciated. Also, if you want to leave some comments below in terms of topics that you would like me to cover, I'd be happy to tackle those in future videos. Consider hitting subscribe if you want to see more of this content. See you next time.